Hey everyone, my name is Will Stuck, and I'm so glad to... Hold on, give me a second here. All right, that's better. So as I was saying, my name is Will Stuck, and I want to start off by thanking you for taking time out of your day to watch this virtual performer showcase. During my time, I want to tell you a little bit about who I am and the type of shows that I offer. And I also want to tell you what I have coming up in 2021, both in a virtual capacity and, knock on wood, in a live capacity, because I want to be optimistic that sometime in the near future we can see each other face to face. So with that being said, let me tell you a little bit about myself. There are a few things in this world that make me happier than when I make someone else laugh. And I learned very early in life that if I could tell a high energy, funny story with lots of crazy voices, I could typically get people to laugh. And so that's what I did growing up. And when I was in college, I ended up getting a job at my local public library where I worked for 24 years. I spent 21 of those years doing children's programming, and the last 17 in charge of my own children's department, where I did programming from, birth through adult. And so I had lots of opportunities to hone my storytelling skills and to make thousands and thousands of people laugh, which made me super happy. I also learned that I love teaching people that learning things can be fun. There were a few things that made a happier day at work for me than when I offered a library program that was entertaining and engaging, and people left in a good mood, and they knew something that maybe they didn't know before they came to the library. So when I went out on my own in 2017, I decided that's what my shows needed to be. I wanted my shows to be entertaining and educational. In fact, there's a Walt Disney quote that I absolutely love, and I think about it every time I plan a new show. And that is, I would rather entertain and hope you learn something than try to educate and hope you were entertained. And I think about that with all of my shows. My shows are way more than just a storytelling show. In fact, I had one of my performer friends tell me, "Will, your show's a mess." What he was talking about is not only the fact that my delivery style of all over the place is kind of like mess and chaotic, but also that my shows have music, education, stories, and science. And honestly, it could have way more letters like, something for puppetry and mediocre juggling and magic tricks and drawing. But mess makes a nice little, marketing thing. So anyway, my shows are a mess. So for every show that I bring, it's high energy, fun, humorous stories, but people leave not only happy and laughing, but they learn something along the way. So all the shows I offer fit into that mess category. Now, as far as 2021 is concerned, every show I'm going to tell you about today aligns with the collaborative summer library program theme of Tales and Tales. Okay, that was weird. They align with Tales and Tales, and that does not need to happen every single time I say that. Anyway, it aligns with animals. The whole theme's about animals. Everything I'm going to tell you about today. But if you're thinking, "Will, my library doesn't use the CSLP theme," totally fine. I have all kinds of shows, so if you're interested in another show, shoot me a message, and I'll tell you the stuff that we have, and I'm sure we'll find something that fits in with whatever theme that you're using. But for the Tales and Tales theme, I did it again. Here's what I've got. 2 pre-recorded shows and 1 live Zoom show. Now the pre-recorded, I like pre-recorded because I think it gives you more options as when and how best to deliver the product so that it reaches the most patrons possible. Also, I think pre-recorded has less chance for technical error. I record it, I send it to you, you put it out whenever it's best. And we don't have to worry about signal strength and all that fun jazz. Now the 2 pre-recorded shows, I have one that's geared more for 2nd grade and younger, and it is called Animalarkey. It is about a 15 to 17 minute long show with stories and silly songs and jokes, and it's more of a lighthearted entertainment show that's a little bit shorter for those shorter attention spans. Then for all ages of elementary, I offer a 30-minute show called Will Stuck's Mess Menagerie, and that aligns more with that mess philosophy that I have. It's going to have the music, the education, the stories, the science, and other nonsense in there, and it runs about 30 minutes, and of course it's all going to revolve around that whole theme of animals as well. Now, should you decide to purchase one of these 2 pre-recorded shows, my plan at this time is to deliver what you order to you by the last week of May so that you can put it out at any time in June and July that fits for you. All I ask is that whenever you post it on whatever platform you post it on, that you tag me or mention me in the post, but also make sure that it comes down off of those platforms by August 1st. In the summer of 2020, I offered a live virtual option, and I'm going to offer something similar to that again for summer of 2021. And that is a 1-hour Zoom Learn to Draw Cartoon Characters class. Now in 2020, with it being Imagine Your Story theme, we learned how to draw fantasy characters, like how to draw a cartoon gnome, how to draw a cartoon baby dragon, how to draw a cartoon unicorn. And so for 2021, it's going to be learn how to draw cartoon animals. Like I said, that's a 1-hour Zoom call. It's geared more for tweens and teens, but when I did it this summer, we had little brothers and sisters that joined in, and that's totally fine, because the way that I teach cartooning is I show step-by-step how to create the characters, but I also teach techniques along the way so that when the class is done, not only do they have finished drawings, but they also hopefully have some techniques and tips for creating their own cartoon characters when the whole thing's over with. So that is a 1-hour Zoom call, and I kind of asked to limit that to less than 30 people. And what I do is I provide you with a Zoom link, and then you tell your patrons when they sign up what the Zoom link is, and that they need to have paper and pencil, when to log in, and we all just have a fun time drawing together. So that is my live virtual offering for 2021, is we're going to learn to draw cartoon animals class. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I know I enjoyed it this last summer, and every kid that participated, in fact, the librarians that played along too, they seemed to have a really good time as well. Here's the pricing that I am offering for the content I just told you about. For the 15-minute Animalarkey show, it costs $150. For the 30-minute Will Stuck's Mess Menagerie show, it is going to be $250. If you purchase both of the pre-recorded shows, I will sell them to you for $350. So you get to save $50 if you buy both of those. And again, put them out whenever you'd like in June and July. The 1-hour Zoom cartooning class is $300 by itself. So if you wanted to purchase all three, then that would be a total of $650. But again, you can definitely just pick one, or you can pick two, or whatever. Now, as far as live options for 2021, like I said, I want to be optimistic that sometime we can get together and do this. Of course, pricing for live shows all depends on distance and how many shows we can get in the area and all that fun stuff. But the cartooning class, I'll still offer that. And not only will I offer that cartooning class, I will provide the pencils and paper for you if you'd like. But for the other shows, most likely I will combine the two and actually just have Will Stuck's Mess Menagerie show as my performance that I'm bringing to your library, since that will cover way more age ranges, and I'll just mix content from both shows. I've been doing this long enough that I know how to read the room, and we'll make sure that your audience is getting the best possible show that I can give them. So that's it. Those are the shows that I'm offering in 2021. If you have any other questions or you want more information about other shows that I offer, please do not hesitate to contact me. You can send me an email at willstuck@willstuck.com, or visit my website, willstuck.com, and there's a contact form on there. Or hit me up on all of the social media platforms. I'm on all of them. But hit me up. I will be glad to answer any questions you might have. And thank you again for your time. We'll see you later. Now, where were those animal sounds coming from?